Amazing! We are live. Hello, friends. Welcome to our stream.
Hello. Yeah. We gotta update Instagram.
Yes. Make everybody know that we're here.
I'm so excited. I need to get these words in today.
Oh, God.
It's ridiculous.
Definitely a wild time. We got Maya here. We got my friend Sarah here, too. I know so many Sarahs.
Love it.
I love it. It's amazing.
It's a great name.
It is. It's so versatile.
It's such a popular name, too.
It is. It's very popular.
Man.
All right. 2 people here. We're a minute in.
I'm so excited.
Oh, it's gonna be so good.
Oh. I streamed last night and I got I don't know how many words, but I feel like I'm in a good spot for today.
Yeah, I think I'm a full day ahead of where I'm supposed to be.
That's the best. It's always nice
to
have a cushion.
Yeah, so I have a day of cushion, which like is not a lot of cushion, but it's there. So
right. Yeah.
Yay.
I feel like I'm a little bit ahead too. I don't know how much ahead, but it's fine.
Mm-hmm. I did like in my bullet journal a NaNoWriMo tracker, so I have like
That's so smart.
The thing that they have on their website, because I don't like their website a whole lot, but like I still need to.
Yeah, I talked about it in my last night's stream. I wish that like they have us like able to add buddies and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I wish like on the dashboard it showed where your buddies were at with their progress.
Yeah.
You can go search them directly. It's so stupid.
Because the buddies like don't do anything.
No.
They're just there.
No, yeah. Like, you can add groups and figure. I'm like, well, why would you want to add groups if you already added buddies? Like, why? Why do you want to do both?
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of their website.
No, I agree.
My friend Sarah is like, she's also got a friend named Sarah that's spelled the same way that yours is. So how many Sarahs around us?
I feel like I don't even know a single one. Like not even one personally.
And my manager's name is Sarah. It's like everything is Sarah. I used to teach 2 Sarahs everywhere.
Oh, I love it.
Maya's main character in her serial story, best friend named Sarah. Maya's also a full 6 day behind. You've got this. That's okay.
You'll get there.
I mean, we're supposed to hit the 10K mark today. So if you do like 2 5K days, you're there.
Yeah.
Hi, Katie.
Oh. I'm also going to be attempting 10K tomorrow on my
channel. Girl.
I don't know. It's in well, I don't even know what I was thinking. Oh, I'm going to try 50K in a week. That's
It's feasible, but not in this time of our lives.
Yeah, no.
November and pandemic and election season all at once is just a lot.
Yes.
Ooh.
50K on top of that in a week? No.
Mm-mm.
It's funny. I was editing an old vlog clip, and I'm like, I want to try 50K in a week. I'm like, girl, you ain't gonna win. You ain't gonna do it.
Girl, it ain't gonna happen. Oh God. Yeah. I think was today the kickoff for that whole like small author tube writing thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
They started today at 8, I think.
It's very early in the morning. It's like 7 in the morning for me.
Yeah. I did a stream over on Zara Hoffman's channel last Sunday at 8, and I was dying. I'm like, I love you. I love you all. This is early for me. I'm not a morning writer.
Yeah, no, I'm not a morning writer at all.
No.
Oh, hi, Hattie. I'm sorry you can't stay to write. I hope you find time to come back and write with us. That'd be fun. We got Maddie here. We got my friend Sophia. Hey, everybody's here. Yeah, I also know a Sophia. It's great.
Love that name.
Sophia and a Sophie. It's good. All right, and Mickey's here. Oh, this is gonna be great. This is gonna be a great time.
Yes, I need all these words.
Oh God.
It's not gonna flow at all, and I'm just ambitious to start. And then once I open the Word doc, I'll be like,
just staring at it, going, I don't know.
yeah.
Oh, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. I have the feeling of wanting to write words. So
same. So I think it should be good.
mm-hmm. All right. Oh, Katie's just here to hang out. I love it.
Yes, we love chatting.
All right. Well, do we want to do like a small warm-up sprint then?
That works for me.
Yeah. All right, let's see if I can share my screen. I should probably open up the screen. That's probably a good thing to do.
I always try to remember to do it because I know you know how I do that Tigger, but I keep forgetting to experiment first because I don't want to like accidentally share something that I don't know. I'm sure it's easy. I'm sure it's so simple, but
yeah, I don't know. It's just a time. I always forget, and I don't actually know if people can hear my timer because I have it through my headphones.
Oh.
So I'm just like, well, it's there. I know when it's done.
Right, that's all that matters. Someone needs to know.
Yeah. Anybody have a time they want to do? Anybody got time options? I usually do 20 minutes, but I feel like we should do a warm up because my brain is still out because I had to go pick up my dog from the groomers like less than a half hour ago. So I had to run. Alrighty. Nobody's got any times? What about you, Sarah? Any times?
Do we want to start off with a Maddie says 15. 15 sounds good.
15 does sound good. All right, let's do a 15. We'll make it a 15-15 just because spicy.
Love it.
All right, Prince. We are going to start this first sprint. Are we ready? I'm so excited. All right, in 3, 2, 1, sprint.
Woo!
All right. That was everything. I don't know. Can you hear my timer going off? Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
I was thinking about it, I'm like, because it's just in my ears, can everybody else hear it too?
It was a little faint, but I could definitely hear it.
Oh, that's good. Well, good that it wasn't like as loud as it was in my ear, because that was very loud. Oh. How did everybody do? How did you do, Sarah?
Let me see. 595.
Very nice. Let me see how many I've written today. I changed it all to purple. I got 374. Not terrible. 374. It was a good little warm-up sprint. I ended up actually like last night where I was, because I had taught I only had like 2 students last night because of we've moved back online and like nobody wants to do online lessons. So like everyone's just canceling. And I'm just like, whatever. Had 2 students last night and they were at like complete ends of the spectrum. I had like a 4:45 and then a 6:45. So I had so long to wait between. And I was trying to do my words in between them, but didn't quite get there. But by the time I was like done my students and I finished my words, I was like, I'm out. I've been staring at a screen for like 12 hours. I can't do it.
Wait,
piano.
What do you teach? I feel like I did not know this. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I did not know that.
Sometimes I just assume everybody knows when I'm like, oh yeah, I got my kids. I got like 20.
Oh my gosh. I love that.
I teach piano. But yeah, we like my studio, we had been teaching in studio, and it's like a house in the neighborhood that I used to live in. So we had like a bunch of teachers there, and because of, I don't know if you can hear my mom vacuuming, but please excuse that. Because of COVID and everything, there's a lot of new things that we had to do, and so, but my boss was worried, and rightly so, because she's in her 60s, her husband's in his 70s, she's got her mom living with them who's over 100 years old, and I'm just like, it's not safe to have children in your house right now.
No.
And all of us teachers, because we're probably more at risk than anything.
Right.
For spreading stuff. But yeah, so now we're at home again because we reached code red in our province.
Oh my gosh.
Cases, so it's fun.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, well, I checked last night. My dad checks every day. And I think yesterday, it was the day before, we had like 7,000 cases.
Girl.
In one day?
Oh my God. That terrifies me, because like the most we've had, I don't know how many cases we've had today, but like the most that I can remember is just over 300 cases, and that was enough to send us into code red.
Yeah. Yeah, see, we're like way worse off than we were initially. And I'm like,
yeah.
Oh
yeah.
It's not good.
Yeah, we had like right at the beginning of this all, we went into like a lockdown in March-ish, April. When is spring? I don't know. March, April, somewhere around there. I can't remember. And we had like 7 cases a day. It was great.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Wow. It's crazy to me.
Yeah. Maddie got 147 because she's dancing to the music she's listening to. What a mood. I don't know if you guys could tell I was jamming to some music here too. Good time. Sarah got 355. Very nice. Mickey got 428. Amazing. Maya got some paragraphs edited. Incredible. Thank you, Sarah, for correcting me. It is March. The most in a day in my town is 120 cases. Yeah.
I swear it was 7,000. Let me double check. I swear it sounds like a giant number. But I remember
it is a giant number, but you also live in the States.
The States are insane.
Yeah.
I gotta look now. I'm really curious. Yeah, November 5th was 6,010 cases in the day.
What did we do today?
So
total today, I believe. Oh, we went up like 426. Oh no, we're getting worse. Ugh. And 4 deaths. Terrible.
Oh my gosh, this is insane.
Terrible. People need to not go outside.
No kidding.
Oh yeah, and in a small space like a prison, we had a few outbreaks inside the hospitals here. Like one person got moved from one hospital to the other, and they didn't like. Nobody let the hospital know that this person might be infected with COVID. So it caused an outbreak between staff and patients because they didn't isolate them.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. In Code Red, we gotta love it.
So what happens with Code Red? Like
It's just like a level of how much I don't even know what it means, because in Code Orange we just went into slightly tighter restrictions, and then Code Red, the province was like, oh yeah, we're just gonna shut down bars and restaurants. And I'm like, shut down everything. You're in the last level of codes. Shut everything down.
Yeah.
Oh,
well, see, I'm still surprised because we have, like I said, 6,000 cases yesterday, and bars and restaurants and everything is still open. Like they just opened movie theaters.
Oh God.
I'm like, why? Why?
Mm-hmm. I like that the States is just at this level of like thousands. I'm like, yeah, cool.
Like we don't care. What?
Oh, yeah. We also might have a curfew, I think.
Ew.
But like there's nothing open.
I mean, you shouldn't be out. Yeah.
Yeah. Code Red means closures. No restaurants, no gyms, no movies. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, our gyms are still open. Everything's open.
This is a fun question. Maya, are you from Manitoba? Because 400 is like exactly what we're doing here. I'm in Manitoba. So
I mean, how fun would that be?
that would be great. Anyways, no, Ontario. Wasn't Ontario getting like upwards of 800 a day? My friend's in university in Ontario, and she was like, yeah, there's like Ontario's not doing good.
Oh my God.
But I might be wrong.
I can't believe it's done this bad.
Yep.
It makes no sense to me.
Anyways.
Nice little side topic.
Yeah, nice side topic of just pure stress.
Yeah.
Yes, I think most of the people in this stream are working on NaNoWriMo. I know my friend Sarah's not. She's working on university work, but what are you guys all working on? Share your projects. Yes, it's bleak, but you know, we're still surviving.
Now.
For now. So you're working on your the one that's called Telling the Perfect Lie, right?
I'm working on the one that's after that.
Oh, okay.
Telling the Perfect Lie is with my copy editor right now.
Oh.
Right now I'm working on I don't know if it's not a companion novel. I always get that mixed up. It's just
it is kind of a companion though, because it involves a character that's from another book, right? Like a side character.
Okay, so, I want your opinion on something. I don't remember if you voted.
Oh, your poll. I was like, I'm not gonna vote because I'm gonna see her in like 5 minutes.
Yeah. So I got a lot of them that said. So if y'all don't know, I've got I got 3 books out, and I plan to have more. But I've seen young adult romance authors kind of like group their books based on like high schools, like the sweet. I don't know an example, but like people.
I mean, like Sarah Dessen does, like every single one of her books are in the same town. I think.
Right.
I think
it's close.
It's been a while since I've read those books, but she doesn't like have a series name for them.
Right. I don't know if I should. I kind of was thinking about it, but then I'm like, because if I did like 3 books, Telling the Perfect Lie is going to be set in Greenville, like What Are Friends For is set in Greenville.
Mm-hmm.
So I could group those together, make like a Greenville High series, But then my problem
is rebranding all the other ones that are already out.
Yeah. And like the Distel book, the one that's coming after the one that I'm working on right now, the side character from Telling the Perfect Lie, she's in Telling the Perfect Lie, but she doesn't go to Greenville, so she wouldn't be in the Greenville series. So, like, I don't know where I would put her. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just complicated.
I mean, like, I know a lot of, like, Harlequin romance authors do town names as their thing, because then they can like go with all the characters and they don't have to even know each other. They're just living in the same town.
Right.
I cannot think of one right now, but it's like whatever town they're in is the name of it. It's like a fictional town, I know, but
yeah.
I mean, it would work either way because it would then group everything into a kind of a series if you wanted to do that. But
and I'm gonna have enough books. Like right now, I don't have enough to do that. Like I wouldn't want to start a series with just one. I mean, maybe I could, but like the debut one's not gonna come out till next September. So I feel like that would wait until then. But I don't know. It's something to play around with for sure. But not either way.
I mean, if you ever wanted to like. Because I know you want to do a cover change for What Are Friends For?
Yeah.
If you wanted to, like, do something like that, but do a whole rebrand on like all your books and be like, it's all part of this series. You could.
Ooh, I could, yeah, for sure.
But,
so many possibilities.
I mean, it's up to you. You are in control, which is the nice thing about self-publishing.
Yes, no kidding.
Oh. Sarah's working on her sleep paralysis story for her creative writing class. Sleep paralysis, man, that terrifies me.
Oh my gosh, no. Yes, no thank you.
Yeah. Maya just checked. Yeah, I was like, Ontario doesn't have 400. They're upwards of like 1,000. Yes, 1,000, yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yep. I'm going to be working on my handwritten project, the one that I'm discovery writing. Ooh, that's really cool. I would love to handwrite stuff. But I can't anymore because of like breaking my hand earlier in 2020. And like recently it's had a bad flare up because I guess I've been using it too much. So I can't do that, but I would like to do that because I just find that when you're handwriting something, everything else goes away and you're so focused on it because you're not going as fast as typing, right? Typing, you can go as fast as your brain.
Right.
Handwriting, you got to go so slowly. I miss that aspect of university because I used to write all my essays by hand before writing them on my computer, just because it's easier. Discovery stuff is easier.
Yeah. No kidding.
Working on an assassin story. You were doing so fine the other day, Maddie. What happened?
I feel this.
You cursed yourself. I don't know. I think it's just a thing that we were like, oh yeah, I got into a group, and then the next year, like, I don't know what to write. So I always try and set myself up that I know what I'm writing the next day. Like I think about the scene coming up, then I'm like, I'm there. I can write it the next day. I usually write like sometimes like a little note to myself of like, this is what happens next, and then I'm ready to go the next day.
Yeah, well, that's perfect.
Yeah. Working on a story, a lesbian losing her job, returning to her small hometown as an adult to live with her conservative mother, and reconnecting with her closeted high. Ooh,
I love that.
Great. Oh my god, that sounds like a Hallmark movie.
It really does.
Just, what a mood. I get irritated at how like slow my brain goes, or how fast my brain goes versus writing. Yeah, words. They're there today. And I moved to Manitoba. I mean, sure, but we're just going in the wrong direction. Manitoba used to have no cases. Yeah, now we're worse. I think we're the worst place in Canada per capita, like because of our small population, the amount of cases compared to the other places. Like we might have low numbers, but per capita, percentage wise, we are the worst in Canada right now. So don't come here.
Oh my gosh.
Hallmark movie, but make it great. Yes. Oh my god. What kind? I know, Sarah, you have like you have your best friend dating romance with What Are Friends For. You have your fake dating romance, and then you have your Halloween romance. What would you market the one you're writing as?
That's my problem. I have no idea. Like I've been trying to search for a trope for it. Okay. And I'm like, okay, I don't really, there's not like an obvious trope.
There's not an obvious trope.
At least one that I'm not seeing. I mean, it's obviously not Friends, Lovers. It's not any of that. I don't know. I have it with my editor right now, and I'm going to ask her if she's got any ideas, because I literally don't know how I would market it. Literally no idea.
Yeah. Well, what are things that happen in it? Like, what's the relationship kind of thing?
So the girl and the love interest are like kind of stuck paired together for this project in school.
Okay.
It's like an interview, and then you have to write a report on the person. So they get to know each other that way.
Do they hate each other before this?
They don't hate each other, but their parents were involved in the same car accident, so they like avoided each other. They never spoke before this either.
Yeah. So like there's definitely some tension there. That's like almost in the thread of like a hate to love. Almost. There's got to be a trope in there that you can find that you can market it as.
Yeah, I've been racking my brain because I'm like, okay, because when you say fake relationship or friends, lovers, romance, people go, ooh,
buzzwords, right? Yeah.
So,
yeah. Is it a slow burn, as Maya's asking?
I guess I don't really know what that would classify as.
Like all the tension.
I mean, I guess there's tension. Yeah, because they don't get together until like a little bit into the
strained acquaintances to love. I mean, yeah.
It just rolls off the tongue. I love that. I love that so much.
From trauma to love, that could work if you were really leaning into the trauma of it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, she loses her dad, like her dad dies. So, I mean, that is a pretty heavy element in the book.
Yeah.
But I think I don't know.
Is this the one you're retitling to the title that you told me?
Yes. I think it's the big title.
Telling the Perfect Lie retitled.
Yeah, because that title does not fit anymore, which is such a bummer.
Yeah, I don't know how you title things so easily though, because I'm so on the fence of like ever giving anything a title, except for Project Dream. Project Dream, because it's middle grade, I'm like, yeah, well, that's easy. We can just do like Abigail Carter and New Dreamlings. Like it's very easy. It's very easy. Because thank God for middle grade tropes of like Percy Jackson and the da-da-da, Harry Potter and the da-da-da. There's the new one, oh god, it's called Pages and Co. is a series, but like Tilly and the Book Wanderers, da-da-da and the da-da-da. Like it's middle grade is easy.
Love it.
Everything else it's not.
Yeah, no kidding. No kidding.
Yeah. See, I'm good at essay titles, which is like killer in university. If you got a good essay title, I'm like, yeah, got it. But everything else, nope.
I have a whole like notes list of stuff that sounds good, but I don't think I'll ever use it.
I mean, like, with contemporary, it's in my head easier, even though I've never titled. No, I've titled a book before that was contemporary back in high school. And it was just, I think it was 3 little words because it was like the way that it ended.
Mm-hmm.
But in my head, I'm like, oh, just pull like lyrics from a song or like pull a quote from a moment, just all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that always helps.
It does. And then it's like when you're writing YA fantasy, you're gonna like fall into a trope of like the queen of like those,
or of something and something,
Oh yes. Yeah, I fell into that with my Project Dark. I had it I think the temporary title is From Ash and Ruin or Of Ash and Flame or something like that. But that's very YA.
I love it.
Usually sat down. This is why I call everything Project something. I Googled it. She Googled it for you, Sarah.
Thank you, Maya.
Stuck Together, Second Chance Romance. I mean, Second Chance Romance is your Halloween one.
Right.
Because they were dating before.
Right.
And Friends to Lovers doesn't really quite work because they're not friends.
Yeah, I have no idea.
There's got to be something there.
I mean, we'll figure it out. And even if it's just a winter romance, I'll just market it that way. It's fine.
Yeah.
Or I don't know. I can always just do, if I decided to do like the series, I could always just say, Telling Perfect Lie, a Greenville Heights series or whatever in there.
Yeah, definitely.
and that would be fine.
Yeah.
Because honestly, I've also read that like putting those keyword stuffers in your subtitle kind of looks a little bit unprofessional. I read that somewhere.
Oh.
Which I don't know if it does or doesn't. I mean, you can do what you want, but
Yeah. Like, I mean, it works for marketing because then it's quick. It's like, you can market it in like one sentence kind of thing, right?
right.
And
And
then
it's
people are
obvious.
pulled in by buzzwords. But
Exactly.
yeah.
We'll figure it out. We'll see.
Anyway, we've been now talking for so long. Let's do a second spray.
You guys see what happened. Shoot.
This is okay. This is what happens. Are we okay with the 20-minute?
Yeah, that works for me.
Cool. All right. In a 3, I should probably put my banner up. I forgot that the first time. I forgot to put my banner up because there's so many things you need to do in StreamYard.
Yeah.
All right. In a 3, 2, 1, sprint. And that is it for the second sprint. How did we all do? My computer decided to have a complete temper tantrum halfway through that, and it's like still overheating, but it's slowing down. Thank God.
That's weird.
It doesn't like it when I keep things running. It does it sometimes when I'm teaching, and I'm like, can we not? I know you don't like when I'm videoing something, but like, geez.
Yeah, for real.
Oh, how did you do, Sarah?
I got 533. I spent the first like 7 minutes looking up romance tropes because now that we've been talking about it, I was like, ooh.
Maybe you just need to like inject one into your story.
Yeah, there's still time.
There is still time. You are in the middle of drafting it.
Yeah. Crap.
Oh.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, there's so many romance tropes that you can just throw in there. I mean, it's kind of like it's like on the edge of being the same as like, the trope of like sharing a bed, sharing an apartment, sharing a bed, that kind of thing. It's on the edge of that same feel, but like YA version.
Right.
Being stuck at a project together.
Exactly. Yeah. And the thing is, like, yeah, I won't go into it again because we need to have this conversation twice, but we'll figure it out.
Yeah, you'll figure it out. Maddie kept switching between present tense and past tense. Girl, I feel you.
Yeah. No fun.
In my head, because I am an editor by trade, I always make sure that like if I'm talking about, or if my character is talking about a moment that had happened, I always use the word had to make it very clear that it's like in the past, not just like the past of the story being told. I don't know. I'm a lot.
That always confused me. I would always get that wrong.
Yeah. Thank you. We have another Sarah in here also. The I got a blank page is named Sarah Cahill. I love it.
I love it so much.
Incredible. We love it. My Sarah got 533. Amazing. I think I got 454 in mine, which is pretty good.
Nice.
Computer temper tantrum happening halfway through. Maddie got 407. Abigail got 2 pages handwritten. Mickey got 390. That's still amazing.
For sure.
Sarah got 870 in word, and you reached your word count. Oh my God, you killed the game during that one. Cannot write in present tense to save my life. It actually baffles me when I come across a book that uses present tense, because it throws me off for a good 100 pages before I get into the story, because I'm like, it's happening right now.
Same.
I'm reading Dracul, which is the official prequel to Dracula, written by J.K. Stoker and J.D. Barker. I've said it like 800 times on my channel now that I'm like, I got it down. And part of it is present tense. Like, it is literally titled, like, the chapters are now, and it's Bram in the moment dealing with stuff, and that's all written in present tense. Mm-hmm. And then there's like Bram's journal, which is all past tense and in like his life. So it goes between present and past tense, and every time I go back and like I come out of the journal and go back into the now, I have to like take a second and go, okay, present tense, let's do it.
Yeah, no, that'd be really confusing to me. I don't know. Yeah. I think my brain is so simple that those kinds of things, it's just like, what? It takes me a while.
Like, I'm hardwired to write in present tense in first person. I can't write in third person, even though I wrote my entire project arc in third person, because I was like, it's better. The story deserves to be in third person, not first person. So I had to rewrite that.
I cannot write in third person either.
There's a smudge on my glasses. Hate that. Okay. Keep having distractions. Yeah, that's a whole mood. Writing present tense. I mean, some people just prefer it, right? Like, this is like, we prefer past tense because it just works. Woohoo! Incredible. Yeah, you're gonna have to do so much.
It's so not fun.
Changing. If you actually are deciding to do that, I would change now. I would, because then it's going to be less work for you editing. Just change it now. Like go whatever you write from this point, make it past tense, because then guaranteed you're going to be editing for so many different drafts trying to catch all the present tense and change it. So change it now. It's like, I don't know who it was. I think it was probably Kate Kavanaugh who was talking about somebody else and their writing stuff, is that they if they make a change or an edit and they're halfway through a draft, they don't finish the draft as they were writing previously and then go back and edit. They continue writing the draft as though they've done the edit. So that it makes it easier when they go back and just have to edit the part that they didn't have the thing in. I'm like, that is so brilliant. Oh my God.
Dang it. Why did I not know how to do this before?
Right? Oh,
awesome.
First person present, and now I'm switching to first person past. Yeah. Past is just, I don't know. Like when you're telling a story, it's something that has happened. That's just in my head. Oh, this book, and I found that it was impressive. Yeah. Yeah. Switching. Yes. It's a good thing to have in your head.
Yeah.
Yeah. Changing tense after the fact is so much work. I did changing the narrator style. I did after the fact. It was so much work.
Yeah. The opposite of fun. Yes.
Yes. Oh my God. Can't even imagine writing it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it is about present tense. It throws me off. Because then it's like, oh, this is happening right now. Ooh.
Yeah. And I feel like with present tense, it's harder for me to connect because I feel like it's something I just grown up with past tense. So when it's present tense, like I like to envision myself in the story. So like present tense is like, I'm not doing this right now. I'm reading right now. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like my brain it's not that present tense is bad. Not at all. But.
Interesting. Like I'm only 100 pages into Dracul, but like after, if like, because it's used alongside past tense, maybe it's like, it's a good tool to like really amp up thriller stuff. I don't read a lot of thrillers, so I don't know, maybe thrillers are written in present tense?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
I have no idea. But I totally have to see how that would work, how that would help.
Yeah. Yeah, it's then you only have to go back and edit the first 20 chapters again and not the whole book. Right? I mean, you will have to edit the whole book eventually, but like, less thing. First person hated it and switched. Yeah. Yeah. That's so smart because I get caught into the loop of, if I let myself go back and edit, I will just keep doing that. And then I will never get the draft done, which is something that I had to get over. And took me until like university to do that. So all of those drafts that like high school age Jenna did are all not finished.
Yeah, it's a struggle for me too.
Yeah. I thought of a question and it's been stuck on my water glass since I thought of it in the middle of a sprint. Because I was actually listening to another stream a couple days ago, and they were talking about like including popular culture in your books. And because you write contemporary, I wanted to ask you this: do you include like music and songs in your books?
I don't. Only because like I have no, I know there's fair use and everything, but I feel like I'm just so nervous that I would say something that's like branded. I don't know. I just, it kind of freaks me out, and I don't want to like get into like something, I don't know. So I'll always say like social media, not Instagram or Facebook or
Smart.
I just play it real safe, real slow. Even though I love it. I love books when you're reading like, oh, she drinks a glass of Coke. You know what I mean? I love that. But if I traditionally publish, I would do that for sure, because then all the risks on them.
Yeah, all the risks on them. Yeah, I was thinking about it, and I'm like, in the book that I'm writing right now, the Project Dream, I use like popular culture to ground it in like a reality sense, but also because there's magic attached that I can do that. It's like an urban fantasy type of thing.
Right.
Middle grade. And I was like, I'm going to use Avatar The Last Airbender and Percy Jackson, and that's all I'm going to use. And it's probably a little bit overused. I have to go back and like edit it down a little bit, but I like using popular culture in that sense because then I don't know, it gives the readers something to catch onto and like relate with in a way. The music thing is interesting because I think it would be really cool because I think I read a book once. I think it was Morgan Matson, and it was one of her summer books that she had like a playlist at the very end of the book that was like the girl main character's playlist and the boy main character's playlist. And I was like, this is amazing. I can hear what they want to like, what they listen to.
Yeah.
I'm so into it. Like that kind of thing would be really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see it does come down to personal preference. So everybody can do what they want, but I like reading it. So.
I like reading it, but there's also a line of how much.
Yeah.
Because I know like previously, in the previous years, Harry Potter has been like the book to mention in every other book. Like that's what people read. That's what people love. They're like, oh, I'm such a Gryffindor. Like that's just the thing. Yeah. And now reading that, even though I'm like a diehard Harry Potter fan, all the stuff with J.K. Rowling that's happened, I'm just like, nope. This is pulling me right out of the story. So it's a fine balance because it also really ages your book. Like it really sticks you in a certain moment if you include a lot of the popular culture phrases or
like YOLO.
Like YOLO. Oh God. And I don't think I've read a book with on fleek yet, which was from a few years ago.
Yes.
But yeah, it definitely does pinpoint you in a specific era, which is okay if you want to do that. But I think it depends on the stuff. It depends on the stuff. So
right.
I don't know. Yeah. Historical fiction, that'd be cool to include if you were actually including popular culture from back then. Like I love when I'm reading like a Sherlock Holmes book and he mentions Dupin or Edgar Allan Poe. I'm like, yes, give me all of this because I know this is your contemporary, your rival. It's amazing. That makes me happy.
Yeah, for sure.
Read so much like a classic, but don't reference a specific item. Yeah. Like, I think there was a moment where I mentioned music in my previous book that was like rock music from the 80s. And I was like, yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Listen, they're my favorite books, but like, we don't like the author anymore, so it's fine.
I've never read them or watched the movies. I know.
How have you avoided that?
Well, when I was little, my parents never let me read them or watch the movies.
Why?
I don't know. Because I asked them if it was about like the magic element, and they're like, no, that wasn't it. Because I was allowed to watch Wizards of Waverly Place, so I always thought that was the reason. But
witchcraft.
Yeah, because I don't know. They said about me, and I never questioned it. And now I'm like, well, I missed the bandwagon. I could still try and hop on, but I wouldn't have as much of a love for it as everybody else would.
Yeah.
Because I love romance, and Harry Potter doesn't really have any romance.
I mean, it does, but like in the later books, and it's like very awkward, very, very accurate teenage moments.
Yes.
But if you ever do pick it up, to just try, listen to the podcast Potterless at the same time. Because it's the whole thing. I think now he's well done, and now he's doing like all the after Potter mania, like the movies and the musicals and all the craziness that came after it.
Yeah.
But he was like a 24-year-old man who has never read the Harry Potter books, and he was reading them for the first time, going chapter by chapter, and he rips them apart because there's so many plot holes. And as an absolute lover, like I grew up on them, I cackled the whole time. It was fantastic.
I'll have to look that up if I ever do.
Oh my God, there's so many of you who like don't like it.
Huh.
Yeah. Yeah, the fandom is amazing. That's the one thing. That's so weird to me why people try to censor their kids' stuff. Yes, honestly, since I was 9, and I'm now 23. So, I mean, my friend Sarah actually has never either. She's seen the movies, but she's only read up to book 2. But that's because we made a deal. Because I read the Lord of the Rings books, and she was going to read the Harry Potter books because those are her favorite books, and those are my favorite books. But university got in the way, and she didn't finish them. So, and then all this craziness happened. But
Yeah.
But yeah, popular culture is interesting because now I think you can very easily date when books have come out when they um like just like the era that they were written in, even if they're not quite set in that era. That the popular culture stuff is very important.
Right. Yeah, for sure. It becomes really obvious if you use certain stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Anyways, shall we jump into a third sprint?
Works for me.
Works for me. I mean, it's fine. We know. I mean, your mom knows what's up, so it's great. Since hit our Harry Potter books, so like, it's fine. It's fine. Okay, third sprint. Nope, this one. There we go. Reset. Another 20 minutes. Does that work?
Yeah.
Alrighty. In 3, 2, 1. Sprint. Alrighty. Well, that surprised me.
Yeah, me too. Holy cow.
Oh my god, I totally did not even. I was just like, whoa. Words. How did you do?
Let me look.
Yeah, I'm just like doing math because I started a new scene, so it's not in the same thing.
Oh.
Ooh. Wow, I did good on that one.
How'd you do?
I did 822 words.
Nice. I got 734.
Woohoo, look at us go. How did the rest of you do? How are we doing? I was also thinking to do like one more sprint at the end of this.
Yeah.
If that's all right with you.
That works perfect for me because I am in the zone. I struggle because I'm writing this scene and the words are flowing, they're going great. And then I'm like, wait, she's getting ready to go out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, what's going to happen when she goes out though? Like, I have no idea.
Where is she going?
She's going to a coffee shop that has a live band on weekend nights. She goes every weekend.
Very cool.
Cute boy is the singer.
I was like, well, maybe she could. I don't know if you have any other plot lines that are going on, but maybe somebody could see her there, or she could accidentally do something that just messes up something else. I don't know.
That would be a good idea.
I think of like my random fluffy scenes. Like I had a scene just the other day, yesterday. Yeah, NaNoWriMo, man, makes my brain hurt. Yesterday I was like, oh, I'm going to write a scene in class. What are the kids going to do in class? And then I'm like, well, that's going to be very strange if I just have them doing random things. So I have to like formulate what's going to happen in the class. And I had them go to the library and do some research and have like one of the plot lines is Abby is now like making friends with the bully from the first book, but like her other friends are like not having it. So I have to do that. So I had a moment between them. It was a good time. I always try and make my scenes make sense.
Ooh. Yeah,
I should probably stop my banner. That would probably work, wouldn't it? Abigail. Hey, that's the name of my main character. I didn't even realize that before. When she's handwriting her stories and transcribe them, you find them ramble. Yeah, there's like a line of editing that you can do between handwriting and then re-putting it back on the computer. That's why I like to write my essays like that, because even though I was transcribing it almost completely, it was taking, like I could actually see errors as I was doing it and then making it better. So it's just one less editing on the computer. Maddie got 476. Yes. Oh my God. It did go fast. Ooh. And Sarah got 383. Still a good number though. Still a really good number.
Yeah.
Oh,
I posted something on Instagram, my title, like hinting at my title reveals coming up, and it has a typo in it.
Oh no.
I'm like, you know what? It's whatever.
Is it in your like actual feed or is it just the story?
It's in my feed.
Oh girl.
And it's in the picture, so I could change the caption. Yeah. It's fine. Someone's like, fine. Someone pointed it out. Like my friends texted me first, and I updated my story, and then somebody pointed it out afterward. I'm like, I'm human. I'm sorry.
I wouldn't even have noticed if you hadn't pointed it out, because sometimes when I'm just looking at Instagram stuff, my eyes glaze over and see what I want.
Yes, see, me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
The page is done. 400 words. That's amazing. Good job.
Yeah.
Handwriting 400 words. Crazy.
Wow.
Crazy. Oh. Well, I'm so close to getting my word count for today. Where am I at? I'm literally like 30 words away from getting the NaNoWriMo word count.
Oh my gosh. Yay. I don't know where I'm at. I need to like check.
Yeah, I'm at 1634, so I just need to finish this scene, which is going to be so awkward because it's going to be a family dinner scene, and my main character's mom like moved away almost 3 years ago, and to like be part of the writing group on her, like, on the show that's being made out of her book, because I made her mom like a famous author, and
I
like
love
the
that.
book's being made into a TV show, so she's part of the team. So she moved to London, which is where it was picked up, to do all that, and she hasn't been home in like 2.5 years, and so her two daughters are just like not having it. So, but she just showed up out of the blue, and it's like December 10th or something. So she's like, I came home for the holidays, and they're just like, what are you doing here? So this family dinner is going to be incredible.
Oh, I love that tension.
Oh yeah. I mainly chose to have the mom there because I was like, or not there in the first book, because I was like, that's too many characters. That's too many relationships to deal with. But like, it'll be good for tension in later books, because then I can bring her in and have that be an issue. And I did with book 2.
I love that so much.
Yeah, it's a good time. Oh, oh no.
I feel like I'm winding down. Like my
Sorry?
eyes are starting to get tired.
Yeah, I just think I'm sitting here. I'm like, I'm getting hungry because I didn't eat lunch, and it's almost 4. So like, I should just wait for dinner. And I'm like, I need to go refill my water, so I'm gonna do that on the next sprint.
Keep just trying to decide how I want to sit. If I want to lean back or sit forward, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm like half slouched in my chair. My chair doesn't, even though, because mom made me my desk when I was like 12, and it's higher because I used to draw all the time. So she's like, oh, like, I'll make you a drawing desk, and it's better if those are higher. I'm like, yeah, that's great. Also, I'm very tall. I need a high desk. And it doesn't help. It doesn't help, because when I'm like working from home, I'm sitting there like a gremlin on my computer, you know. It's a great time. Well, speaking of sprints, why don't we dive into this last one?
All right.
Do we want to do another 20, or do we want to do 15? What are we feeling?
I'm good with whatever. I'm good with a 20.
All right. And one last 20-minute sprint. Where's my last sprint ticker? There we go. One last 20-minute sprint. All right. Are we ready? I'm going to go, as soon as this starts, I'm going to go get some water and walk around my house for a second, but I will be back. So in 3, 2, 1, sprint. All right. That was it. That was all. How did we do in the last sprint of today?
I'm gonna check real quick. I feel like I looked at 8 minutes left, and then I blinked, and you said, "Hey, all right."
Yeah.
561.
Nice. I don't know how much I did, but I ended up finishing with 23,000 words for the sprint or the stream. So
ooh, I'm gonna check really quick.
Yeah, I ended up deciding to just stop and then add it to my bullet journal and the NaNoWriMo page because I'm tired.
Yeah, I don't blame you. It'll take me 1 sec. I gotta see, because I started off with like actual words before I did Nano. So now every time that I want to update my word count, I have to do like math, and I hate it.
Oh, I always do like the I just add fresh words. I don't do the total word count thing, which like usually works, but then by the end of Nano, sometimes I have a different number in the NaNoWriMo website than I do on my document. I'm like, that's not right, but okay.
Yeah, isn't that weird?
Very
I wrote 2,391 words for that.
Nice. That's awesome. Productivity.
Yay! It is so
I
dark
was just
in
looking,
here.
I was like, oh, it's already getting dark. I don't like that.
No.
Abby got 100 words, almost a full page. Very nice. I mean, the wind down sprint is always a little less. Maddie got 285. Sarah got 303. Maddie got 1,300 for the whole stream. Amazing. You're very close to the day's word count. Incredible.
Heck yeah.
Look at you go, Sarah. Productivity streams are my favorite things ever. Like, I've come to the realization that writing on my own sucks. I have to go back and find an old stream of somebody's and just listen to that. I just like having the sprint break type of situation.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you on that.
Find myself so much more productive. It's great.
For sure.
Oh.
For sure.
Amazing. This was amazing. I'm so glad that we actually got to like speak face to face.
I know. I can't believe. I feel like it's just crazy that we finally got to.
Yeah, because it's been what, like since before you released Out of My League that we've known each other. So crazy.
Okay. I'm so excited. I'm so excited that we met on YouTube. That is so fun to me.
Oh gosh. I love online friends. It makes me happy.
Yes, for sure. For sure.
Oh. All right. Well, thank you guys for coming to my stream, coming to our stream. You're streaming tomorrow night, right?
Yes. I usually stream on Sundays, but I'm part of the small author tuber write-a-thon thing. And so I'm going to be streaming tomorrow from 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. So,
well, if you guys are looking for more writing sprints, definitely check out Sarah's tomorrow night. There's also like a bunch of ones going on during the day. There's always some, especially this month because it's Nano.
Yeah, I love when it's Nano because there's always so many streams.
Yeah. And I have, I was just checking in my description box. I have your channel linked, so if you want to go and subscribe to Sarah, you definitely should, because she's awesome. Also, go read her books. They're so good. They're so good.
You helped me proofread that one, and oh my gosh, it helped so much.
I love I just love being in a community where we have so many different creatives and we're all so supportive of each other. It's great.
Yes, absolutely.
749 words total. That's a lot of words handwritten. That's crazy.
That's amazing.
No worries. These productivity sprints are my favorite thing. I'm hoping probably to have one again next Friday. Um, so see you then, I guess. I know your streaming schedule is very busy, but if you ever want to join again, just let me know.
Yes, for sure. This was so fun.
All right, friends. I'll see you around on the internet. Have a great rest of your day.